Hi there everyone. In this video I'm going to be introducing narrative tenses, and this is going to be the first of 3 videos that are going to get you comfortable and familiar with the narrative tenses you need at the intermediate level. Now first of all, what is a narrative tense? Well, the word narrative means story, so you can practice using these tenses when telling stories. Now that doesn't only mean when you're writing stories. If somebody asks you a simple question like, how was your weekend? You can tell them a story using what you're going to learn in these 3 videos. So, we're going to start off today with the past simple. And I've created a table here to help us to keep track of each of the grammar points. And on this side, we're going to be working on a story of our own that I hope will help you to understand the difference between these. So, when telling any story, you need to decide what are the most important things that happened in that story. These are your past simple. And one thing that I want you to remember, and you'll get used to my amazing artwork as we go through these videos, but I hope you recognize this as a tent. And what you might not know is these are called tent pegs. And why are they there? They're there to hold the tent in place. If there is no peg, what will happen to your tent? It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It's the same with this piece of grammar. If there is no past simple, there is no tent peg, no past simple, there is no past continuous, and there is no past perfect. You must always relate your past continuous to your past simple, your past perfect to your past simple. So this is really, really important to remember. So I'm going to tell a really short story here. So last night I went to the pub. True story. Most nights. I met my friend and we went out for a meal. So I've decided that those are the 3 most important things that happened in my story. So they are my tent pegs. Okay, so the past simple is used for the main events of a story. Imagine that you are trying to tell a story very quickly without a lot of detail, and I said, tell me the story in 3 sentences. You would use the past simple only. Last night I went to the pub, I met my friend, and then we went out for a meal. Past simple, past simple, past simple. That's all you would use. It's also used for speech. Whenever someone speaks in a story, it's considered a main event or it's considered important. So, in my example over here, I'm going to put, hello, said my friend. And this part here is always in the past simple because it's important when somebody speaks. Excuse me. Okay, so the structure of the past simple. We've got subject plus verb 2. What I mean by verb 2 is eat, ate, go, went, meet, met. Okay, so it's the second form of that table that I'm sure you've all seen in the back of textbooks and that you all really, really love, I'm sure of it. Okay, the negative, we're going for subject plus didn't plus infinitive. Remember that you can only have one past simple in each sentence. So the opposite of this would be didn't go. You cannot say didn't went because this is your past simple in that sentence. Your questions, did plus subject plus infinitive. Did you go for a meal last night? Did you meet your friend? And the other question form, you start with a question word, who, what, when, where, why. then did, then your subject, and then your infinitive. Where did you go for your meal? Okay, excellent. And we're going to put one more example in here, and that's going to be I went to the pub. Okay? And that's it. That's it for the past simple. In the next video, we're going to look at how we can add the past continuous to this story. So check that out right below.